Get the job done for them. The numbers say no. Cynthia Kaump in Green Bay at Green headquarters, where I imagine people are still saying yes.
Well, I was going to say, Brad, the numbers may say no, at least some preliminary numbers rolling in and some exit polls. However, people here very much still saying yes, Amar Green is the guy for the governor's seat here in the state of Wisconsin. Among them, Lieutenant Governor candidate on the Republican ticket, Gene Hundert. Mark, thank you so much for joining us. I asked you a minute, or I told you a minute ago, Peter Linton Smith is reporting in the Doyle camp. They are not uncorking any champagne bottles yet. What say you to that?
Well, I'm more interested in who wins this election, not what the exit polls are saying right now. We've got a long night ahead of us. We knew it was going to be very tight, and we're going to wait it out, and ultimately we're going to win.
Let me ask you this. Are there specific precincts you are watching, hoping numbers will pump up the numbers for Green and put you and your party ahead?
Well, the lines have been very long, so we're watching everything right now to make sure that the votes have been cast legally and that ultimately we're the winner.
Okay, so watching the race closely and no concessions at this point.
No, it's way too early.
Okay, Gene, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. There you heard it from the potential lieutenant governor here on the Republican ticket from Green Bay. No concessions yet. Still watching the numbers very closely. We'll keep you posted on what's happening up here in Green Bay. Until then, reporting live, Cynthia Kaump, Fox 6 News.
The attempted robbery and shooting happened 2 nights ago. Tonight, the victim is out of the hospital and sharing his amazing story with Fox 6's Kathy Oros. News. Kathy, you did mention that the Cudahy police are investigating. Do they believe this is a random act, or do they think that this man was targeted?
Actually, they think, unfortunately, he's not going to be cashing checks anymore after this.
A good guy, and he got burned. Thank goodness he's okay. Kathy, thank you so much. Well, Milwaukee police are searching tonight for the person who fatally shot a Milwaukee man overnight on the city's north side just before midnight in the 4500 block of North Sherman. That's just south of Hampton. The shots were fired. A 22-year-old man and his relatives were involved in some sort of argument in a nearby home. Then they left. Investigators tell Fox 6 the group was followed by others living inside. One of them started shooting
when tragedy struck.
The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating the crash tonight and the bus driver's background. Our Fox station in Atlanta reporting this is not the first crash off that poorly marked ramp. Something else the NTSB is looking into. Simon is the American Idol judge who every fan loves to hate. But how about impersonate? Fox's Lee Thomas has a version of Simon Says, Idol style, of course. Of an IndyCar race is familiar and exciting to the thousands of diehard fans at the Milwaukee Mile this weekend. But it's a newer sound on the circuit, initially a whisper, now a rumble that may leave 17 other drivers feeling, well, like the middle sister on the Brady Bunch.
Danica.
Who do you want to see win today?
Danica. Danica Patrick.
Danica. Wisconsin-born Danica Patrick is on fire with a growing fan base. Her new followers are typically a little shorter, donning ponytails, freckles, holding mom or dad's hand rather than a driver's license.
She looks like my mom and she's a good racer.
Danica Patrick caught 8-year-old Olivia's interest for personal reasons, but now number 16 is serving as her professional inspiration.
I think it would be cool because you get to drive, you would go around in a circle.
That sounds fun to you?
Mm-hmm.
Olivia's attraction to Danica is a growing one among little girls wanting to come out and see what the boys on the track might have to worry about.
I think it's going to be really cool because this is my first time.
Patrick herself says she remembers sitting at the Miles Turn 1 with her father. No female driver in sight, so she is delighted to hear so many sets of eyes are now focused on her.
I didn't go out there and make an effort to be a role model. I just sort of became one to some people, and that's a nice situation. And it means I don't have to change, and it means people like me for who I am.
They like her so much they want to be just like her, even follow in her footsteps, or should we say, tracks.
There isn't a lot of girl drivers, and there should be more because there's too many boy drivers.
In West Allis, Cynthia Kaump, Fox 6 News.